What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Indians live stream. No game tonight, so I'm going to be recapping this Yankees series, and then I'll be previewing the upcoming series against old friend Mickey Callaway and the red hot New York Mets. Now, before I get into talking about the Mets and the Yankees, I'm going to talk a little bit about something, all right? So we went to the Bronx for 4 games. And, of course, dealing with Yankee fans, they're an interesting bunch. They are a very interesting fan base. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw it in a Nitro Freaks video he did after, the second game? This dude has a friend, Eagles fan for life, really cool dude. This dude really posed as a Browns fan. Not even just that, Cleveland fan. He's an Eagles fan, by the way, posing as a Browns and Indians fan. Yeah, I don't want to see him at the parade if we ever win another ring or something. And I don't think he'd even want to show up, It's whatever. I don't care about them. We'll see the Phillies or whatever next month at Progressive. I'm actually thinking about going to one of those games. But anyways, talking about Yankee fans. One thing that I've always noticed with them is, some of them are just straight up douchebags. Yeah, there's that. They can be straight up douches. I mean, we all saw what they did last year in the wild card game when A's fans were discovered in the stands. They would go around and pour beer on them or something. It's like, why? It's the bleacher creatures. Those people that go around doing their little roll call, chanting their player's name, and then the players look back and go, yeah, look at me. Or if you're a Brett Gardner, they do this thing where he goes, burr, 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 burr. Yeah, that's mimic. We freaking renovating the dugout roof. Because I get all mad and triggered that I, don't get what I want because I look like a human thumb. That dude literally looks like a thumb. That's what you call roid rage. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to finally get to the point here. All right. When you notice this a lot with the Yankee fans, when they lose him, they be flexing those 27 rings. Yeah. You really got people saying, that's okay. We lost, but at least we got 27 rings. It's like, I know your team has 27, but you were at most around the C5 or 4. I mean, unless you were born, in the early 60s or 50s. They literally won a title every decade, pretty much. That's pretty crazy, But people in this generation, at most, can flex 5. 96, 98, 99, 2000, and 09. Hey, can you believe if they don't win one this year, it would have been a decade since they last won a World Series? If it wasn't for the Phillies, they could have had another one. Think about it. They've had chances. But they've run into some very, very good teams in the past couple years. Just recently, last year, they ran into the steaming hot Red Sox. I mean, the Red Sox literally went in there and kicked their ass. They went into their joint and mugged them. They kicked down their door, and they just beat the holy crap out of the Yankees. Kind of like what we did in Game 1 of the series. Yeah, kind of like that. Except I don't know how many home runs they hit in that game. I don't think they hit that many. But I know they definitely kicked the crap out of the Yankees. Of course, I remember mostly 2007, the Midge game. That was fun. We eliminated the Yankees. Oh, and then Yankees fans were, oh, but that was the last time he beat us. How many rings you got? I think we got, what, 2? You can't flex your rings because it's 1920 and 1948. I mean, yeah, I'm not out here flexing them. I want another one. I want one that I can actually maybe even wear, because they be selling them. If your team wins one, they go out and, sell like replicas. But enough talking about that. We'll probably see these guys in the playoffs. But anyways, yeah, 27 freaking rings. A lot of them were won before most of this generation of Yankees fans were even born. Could you imagine someone like 96 years old? They probably saw, I think, every single championship. Well, no, even older than that. Damn. I mean, people that are 96 were born into a dynasty. But pretty much. But if you were born, if you're like well over 100, I mean, damn, what a life you live, huh? Seeing your team win all 27. Now, I believe this year might be the best chance to win a World Series. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be tough for them, though, especially with what we did to them. So let's get into talking about these games, all right? I'm talking too much about the Yankees, and it's making me nauseous. So anyways, Game 1 of the series featured Adam Plutko on the mound for the Indians, going up against Chad Green, who was the starter or opener because they were doing a bullpen game, and I had no idea it was going to be like this. I mean, literally from the start, we dominated. They did not get a first out until, I believe, who was it? Yasiel Puig? Yeah. In fact, here's how the first inning went for the Indians. And I swear this inning took forever. And I'm not even mad. Not even mad. Lindor got a single. Allen got a single. They walked Santana. I was waiting for Puig to hit a grand slam, but he couldn't do it. And then here comes Jose Ramirez. And you'll hear his name a lot in this one. He hits a grand slam to center field. Yeah, he didn't even hit it really to, I think it was like right center. But it was more center field. This dude hit it. I thought he was going to hit. You hear that and you think, oh, he might have hit it to the short porch. No, he hit it to center field. So we're already up 4-0. Mound visit. Next guy up, Kipnis. Home run. Mound visit. Then they make a pitching change. And then, of course, Franmil Reyes is in typical Franmil Reyes form. Flies out. Naquin singled. Here comes Perez. Boom. Gone. So just like that. First inning. 3 home runs. Already 7-0. And then Lindor's back up again. He flies out. So, wow, imagine being Adam Plutko. You go onto the mound with a 7-0 lead. And believe it or not, he only gave up a couple runs. He wasn't even that bad. Yeah. I mean, your offense, check this out, all right? Adam Plutko, who got the win, by the way, he's 5-3, which is pretty impressive considering the repertoire of Adam Plutko. He went 6 innings. Yeah, he went 6 innings. His offense scored, what was that, 11? Wait, yeah, 11, 12, 12 runs for him. He left the mound up 12 to nothing, or 12-2, whatever, or 3. I think they pulled him after he gave up the 3rd run in the 6th. Because obviously, yeah. Let's see when they pulled him. Because obviously you'd have to go a full 6 innings to get it. Gave up the Gary Sanchez homer, and then we come up, make it 14-3. Mercado comes in for Puig. Yeah. Yeah, he came in already up 14-3. Well, he left the game up 14-3. And there was no way we were going to pull a Mariners and freaking choke that lead. I mean, I honestly thought with Adam Plutko, I thought it would have been like a final score that would resemble a football game, like 19-14. But no, surprisingly enough, Adam Plutko not completely suck. And, I mean, he went, 6 strong innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them via the home run, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Now, the Indians did most of their damage within the first 3 pitchers for the Yankees. Green only went a third of an inning, only got Yasiel Puig out. Loaiziga went the next 2 innings or so, 2 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 all earned, 4 Ks, 2 homers. In fact, get this. You know what's crazy? Only 1 pitcher did not give up a single run. And it was Cortez. And then it got to the point where the freaking Yankees sent out Mike Ford, a position player, their DH. They had him go out to pitch the final 2 innings of the game. And this dude be smiling. He giving up tanks. And he's like, damn, I messed up. That's probably what he was thinking. He's like, man, what did I get myself into? I mean, this dude literally be smiling on the mound, giving up tanks. Okay. I mean, I understand why you do that, so you don't exhaust your bullpen, but yeah, us Indians fans know that. We have Kevin Pilecki for that. I mean, he's honestly a very good pitcher, believe it or not. But, good game from the Indians. We only used Plutko, Wood, and Matan. And for the most part, they weren't trash. So with that out of the way, of course, Plutko, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Plutko 5-3. Green, who got the loss, he fell to 2-4. Now, there was a time where they literally never lost with Chad Green as their bullpen day starter. He's fallen on some tough times as that as their starter. So, getting that first win, that's big. We've won a lot of series. I think we've only lost 2 series after winning the first game. Now, on the other hand, we lose the first game, I think we've only won 2 series after that. Now, of course, with the Yankees, 4-game series, it's very hard to, actually freaking beat them, let alone blank them. And in fact, the Yankees have not been blanked at all this season at home. They have put up at least 1 run in every single game. I cannot remember the last time they actually were shut out. You know how elite of a pitcher you have to be to shut them out? you'd have to pretty much damn near no-hit these guys to shut them out. Of course, when you're playing in the funhouse, even a routine flyout leaves the yard, especially that dumb short porch. Whenever I say I hate Yankee Stadium, that's why. At least left field, it's a little bit further to go out there. It's like 314 feet barely to go right field. I mean, we hit 7 home runs. Let's see how many of them went to right field. I know we hit 7. Of course, I think Jose went more. I think he actually wound up at bullpen, so he went more center field. So I'm not going to count that. Kipnis, right center, kind of around that area a little bit. Perez, right center. Ramirez, right center field. Santana, right center field. Let's see here. Where's the other one? Oh, down here. Greg Allen. Gee, look, right center field. And again, Santana. Oh, this one, he went straight up to right field. That was off freaking 4. I mean, that home run, that was like a double-deck freaking tank right there. How many home runs were hit altogether? Like 12? I swear, there's like double-digit home runs. We hit 7. As for the Yankees, let's see how many they hit. Gregorius hit 1. Sanchez hit 1. That's 9. 10. Torres hit 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah. So most of them went to right field, mainly because a lot of them either went oppo or they were left-handed. That was the case with us. We have a lot of switch hitters. They were more or less mainly batting lefty, and that's where all their power is, in their left side, on the left-handed side of the plate. So, of course, they're going to leave the yard, especially Santana. I mean, you're a lefty. You're hitting the right field. I'd be licking my lip. I'd be drooling if I saw that right short porch out there. I'd be like, bro, all you got to do is just get good power on it. And that's gone. I mean, that's what, 314 feet? That's a routine flyout in, I think, almost every stadium. Especially Comerica. Oh, God. I mean, you got to go, what, damn near 420 feet to dead center in Comerica. 400, you literally got to smoke that ball for it to get out 420, that down straight center. Straight up center field in Comerica. You got the little fun house that is Yankee Stadium, and then you got the cavernous stadiums like the Coliseum, the Mausoleum, as I call it, and Comerica. Gotta love the Yankee Stadium. And imagine being DJ LeMahieu. How blessed, how he got to be. That dude blessed, bro. That dude went from playing in Coors with the thin air to playing in the little rinky-dink funhouse known as Yankee Stadium. There's only 1 year where he actually played in a semi-fair stadium, and that was Wrigley in his first year in the league. Oh, wow. That was crazy. That was like, what, 2011? Bruh. Wow. So moving on to game 2 of this series. And for game 2, the Indians had Aaron Savali up against Masahiro Tanaka. Now, Masahiro Tanaka has seemingly had our number over the years. He's been very good against us. Of course, mainly because our guys are just out here swinging at all the trash he throws. He's very good at deceiving hitters. He has like a cutter or a splitter that just kills you. It dupes you. You think it's going to go right down the plate and there's a way. Now, in this game, coming off that 19-5 win, I'm thinking, okay, we're probably going to see a little bit of a letdown. I don't expect us to score that many runs 2 straight games, although, I've seen crazier things happen. but I don't expect that to happen again. And I was right. It didn't happen again. And Tanaka, once again, was pretty good, as was Savali. And of course, being a rookie pitcher, you're not a flamethrower, you're a control pitcher. Of course, you're playing in the little rinky-dink little fun house. It's always hard. So, the Yankees actually scored first, and they got out to a quick 2-0 lead thanks to a Sanchez single and a Torres single, scoring runs. And then at the top of the second inning, their nemesis, I guess you could say, because I know a lot of Yankees fans hate this guy, Jose Ramirez strikes again. Solo shot to guess where? Right center field. Because he's batting as a lefty. Goes right center. And 2-1. Urshela singles on a muffed catch by Yasiel Puig. 3-1. And then, look at that. Puig responds with a homer of his own. And if you're Puig after that Urshela homer, and then you homer like Urshela singles, 3-1, you hit a ding-dong, 3-2, and that one went to straight away right. So, yeah, all of our homers pretty much went in the same area, right center, right field. But imagine how Puig must have felt after hitting that homer. It's like, damn, if I don't make a mistake on the field, the game would have been tied. Now, you know what's really crazy about this game is the fact that I believe this was the game, right? Was this the game when Maben got gunned down trying to score? It might have been. Let me see here. But yeah, he was gunned down trying to score. I think it was game 2. Yeah, Maben walked. That was funny though. I was like, you're really out here testing my guy. Really? Wow, bro. That was crazy. I think he was gunned down. I just can't remember if it was. I don't think it was this game. Then again, it might have been. Because he was on third. I don't think it was game 3, was it? Because there was a game where they also had bases loaded, and the Yankees did, and they had multiple chances to run on Puig, and they did not. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think it was the second game. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Second inning. Maben doubled. Okay. Ford grounded out. That moved Maben to third. And then they hit a routine, like, shallow fly out to right. And for some reason, Cameron Maben thought, I'm going to try to score here. And, like, why? Puig was going to throw home no matter what. And the moment Puig caught that ball, he launched it. It's like Maben was cooked from the moment he took off after that play was made. He was cooked after Puig threw the ball. There was no way he was going to score before that ball reached Perez. The only hope that he would have had was if Perez misplayed it, or if maybe the ball would have sailed over Perez's head. But Puig don't make those plays. He don't make those mistakes. Of course, he did wind up making a mistake later on in the game that would score a run from Urshela. As he tried to play the ball, it kind of got away from him. I think there was another time where the ball got away from him too. that allowed Judge to actually get on base. That was in the bottom of the fifth. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was another time when that happened too. Yeah, he doubled. And then Puig tried to throw it, and he kind of lost possession of the ball a little bit. And he eventually did get the ball to second base, so, Judge couldn't go to third. But that's where the run came from right there. So, unfortunately for Savali, the offense really couldn't muster much. Only 4 hits, 2 runs. Of course, both were the home run. And Tanaka got the win, 9-6. Savali took the loss. He's 1-2. And Chapman got his 34th save of the year. And, man, if you were to think about it, Puig doesn't make that error. He probably would have been tied. And who knows what happens. Now, as for the pitcher's length, Tanaka only went a third of an inning longer. Savali went 6. Tanaka 6 1/3. Savali 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He has a 1.50 ERA. And Tanaka went 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 Ks, 2 bombs, and he has a 4.56 ERA. Now, I loved what I saw from the bullpen as they kept the game close, except for Simber. He allowed 2 hits, but that's about it. 2 hits and a walk. That was it. Nothing else from that. And we couldn't really get after Canley, Britton, and Chapman. So, yeah. I mean, it was a good game from the starter, Savali, and the bullpen. It's I like to see. And again, I just wish the offense would have gotten more. And I think there was even a play from Lindor that almost left the yard. I thought Lindor was leaving the yard. Yeah, I thought Lindor was gone. And I'm pretty sure that was it. He flew out. It was like late in the game. It looked like it was going to be a base hit, maybe even a homer. And just couldn't quite stretch it out. Pretty sure that was in game 2. Yeah, Puig homered in the top of the 7th. Ramirez and the Kipnis, Reyes, LeMahieu. Okay, Simber came in. Was it in the 9th? I think. No, okay. I might be thinking about the next game. Naquin, Roberto. Oh yeah, there it is. It was in the top of the 8th. Lindor had Naquin on base after there was a missed catch error by Mike Ford. Lindor almost left the yard. He was probably like, let's say he just reached the warning track, I think. Yeah, if I remember correctly, he just reached the warning track. But, hey, just needed to put a little bit more oomph on it, and they would have been out of the yard. Oh, well. And then Greg Gallen grounded out. That was our best shot. So, yeah, Tanaka got the win, 9-6, Savali 1-2, Chapman 34th save of the year. So moving on to game 3 of this series, it was Zach Plesac against James Paxton. Now, early on, it looked like the Indians were going to have another offensive showcase as we were getting some good hits on Paxton. And for some reason, in the first inning, Paxton just sucks. He's had a horrendous first inning in most of his starts this year. And Yankees fans don't know why. It's weird. But I'm not complaining. You pounce on him in the first inning, maybe you could knock him out of the game if you really get after him, like the freaking Red Sox did. But only got a couple runs on him. Couldn't really touch him for anything else. I mean, we really could have roughed him up. Now, this game was also pretty interesting with what was going on off the field as well. not in terms of like the actual batters. There was much more than just action. Like the diamond itself. Because one thing is for certain, these umpires sucked. Phil Cuzzy, I know, is like one of the he's a marked man in New York, the Bronx, right now. He was making some interesting calls. I think he was at first base, but no matter who was the plate umpire, they sucked. And this is pretty much where we saw the reemergence of Brett Gardner trying to remodel his dugout ceiling. He did that a while back when Aaron Boone brought out the effing savages line on an umpire. I think it was a minor league call-up umpire too. He's like, "These guys are a bunch of savages in that box. We're a bunch of savages." It's like, okay. And then, of course, all that's going on. Here's Gardner with a bat. That's like something that you do, like when you're in an apartment building and your upstairs neighbor is just creating a racket. So you take like a broomstick and you just go, "Shut up, you idiot! Shut up!" Well, that's what he's doing to the dugout roof. I'm waiting for that roof to just come crashing down. It's like, well, good job, Gardner. You just destroyed the freaking roof, you loser. Freaking idiot. Looking like a human thumb. He looks like one of those thumb things from freaking Spy Kids. That's what you call, like I said, roid rage. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. He literally looks like a thumb. It's so funny. Bald head ass boy. Yeah. So anyways, let's talk about game 3. As, of course, Paxton versus Plazak. And the Indians actually got on the board first. As thanks to Carlos Santana, of course, scores 2 on an RBI single, 2-run single. And then after that, I had a nice little flurry of action from the Yankees. We would respond with the Santana single again that scores Lindor, and then Puig would single, scoring Mercado, and then a wild pitch would score another run. Because Puig would score. But that was all we could muster. I mean, because bullpen decides to just all over the mound. The one time the bullpen becomes unreliable, of course, they all over the mound. Let's see who really lost it. No surprise, it was freaking Whitgren. Whitgren gave up a home run, but most of the damage was done against Plazak. Yeah, Plazak went 4 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 3 dongs. Paxton went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Now, Whitgren, and Matt Matan again, they didn't do too bad, aside from Whitgren giving up the home run. But it wasn't even Whitgren that was the story. As, of course, the Yankees didn't like a call. I guess it was like a strike call from the umpire, home plate umpire, and Aaron Boone gets all mad. And then, Gardner and Sabathia, of course, got all mad, and they got ejected. It's like, man, I've never seen a team cry so much. Damn. God, bro. They call themselves savages. And yet when a call don't go their way, they throw tantrums. Wow. Maybe it's just the fact that with us getting Tito Francona, who's a Red Sox manager formerly, maybe like just that hatred that he probably, that rivalry with him and the Yankees, that must have rubbed off on us. Because honestly, the hatred I have for the Red Sox isn't as bad as the hatred I have for Yankees fans. Sure, I hate Boston. But I think out of all the Bostonian teams, my hatred for the Patriots outranks the hatred for the freaking Celtics. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, the Cavaliers owned the Celtics during LeBron's second return here, during his second term. But Celtics fans are going to talk about his first term. And they're going to somehow forget the fact that look at the teams LeBron had in those years. I mean, dang, bro. I mean, I don't know what got into us in that first term with LeBron, but the only guys we would bring in for LeBron is a bunch of old, washed up players. Larry Hughes was a night winner. I mean, we had Antoine Jameson. I think the best player we brought in was Shaq. And he was on his last legs. I remember Shaq's press conference too. Yeah, that was fun. Win a ring for the king. But anyways, I am all over the place on this one. But I mean, that's what happens. Talk about the Yankees and all that crap. I think the Yankees might have one of the most hated fan bases, hated teams in the MLB. So coming off Game 3 here, I'm like, okay, maybe we could go for the split with Clevenger on the mound. I mean, I trust Clevenger. He's been fantastic this year. And by the way, Paxton he got the win. He's 9-6 as well. Plesac 6-4. Chapman got his 35th save of the year. Yeah, I freaking hate Yankees fans. I'm going to make that quite clear. But Plesac went 4 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 3 dongs. Paxton went 5 6 4 4 3 4. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. That's not too bad. I mean, we could have done more damage to him, especially in that first inning, but it fizzed out. We just couldn't really keep it up like we could in that Game 1. Game 1 was fantastic. I mean, God, we batted, I swear, we batted around. We had guys who had 6, I think 7, possibly at bats. Every single player in game, I forgot to mention this, every player in Game 1, every starter, multiple hits, more than 1 hit. Then I remember them talking about on the broadcast about how, they were kind of ribbing on Lindor because he had only had 1 hit. It's like, hey, Frankie, we all have 2 hits except for you. Are you going to change that? He went out there and got his multi-hit game. So pretty much everybody got multiple hits. And Game 1 was fun. Game 2 and 3 kind of sucked. So I needed Game 4 to be lit. And it would actually be very lit as the Indians would come out with Mike Clevenger on the mound. And the Yankees would trot out CC Sabathia, who's coming off the Angel list. And this was a pretty good game. Clevenger had this love affair with full counts. And it was scorcher out there. I can imagine freaking being Mercado or Puig. What makes things worse is they were in these colored jerseys, and it's hot out there. Andre Knott is complaining in the freaking dugout kind of media pit thing, talking about how it's freaking steaming out there. And they were talking in the broadcast, they were talking about the people in that little suite thing in center field and how they were going to go over there and see what it's like over there. Your pitcher is out here just getting in the full count after full count after full count after full count. It's like, this is going to be just like the Red Sox game, except instead of them getting 2-out hits, everything's a full count. But luckily, he got out of most of them. He struck out most of those guys in the full count. He was nasty. He was as hot as the weather out there. Ooh. That's what I love, man. I love Clevenger. You have Bieber, you have Clevenger. Hopefully, Kluber can get back soon. Carrasco, he's really trying to get back. I've actually heard that we might be using Carrasco in the bullpen come like playoff time if he's ready. Man, he's probably gonna freaking say, "I'm ready. I'm ready." Like, well, Cookie, if you're ready, man, I mean, you're gonna be a bullpen guy, and of course, a lot of starters they don't like being in the bullpen, but his eyes glowed when they told him you're probably gonna be a bullpen guy. He's like, okay. I mean, he just wants to be out there. God, that'd be insane. Dude with fighting leukemia goes out there to play in a game. That's lit. I mean, Phillip Rivers played with a torn ACL. That's nothing compared to freaking cancer, bro. I hope we see him again this year. But, we'll see how he feels. But, yeah, talking about this final game against the Yankees, we're at this point, the series overall is tied 3-3. So this is going to decide who wins the overall season series. Sabathia against Clevenger. Last time we will ever see CC Sabathia on the mound. And the Indians pretty much got to him. It got off kind of slow for the Indians, but that second inning, that's where we struck. There must be like a magic code or whatever for us where you got to get like 4 runs and then to feel like any sort of security, any sense of security. 2 runs, I mean, this Yankees team could come back from 2 runs and 1 swing of the bat. But Greg Allen reached on a fielder's choice. And then good old Mike Freeman, out of nowhere, because that's what he does. He gets a chance to play. I think they had Jose Ramirez actually resting. They actually rested Jose Ramirez. And, I mean, I'm not mad about that. Not like we really needed him or anything. And Mike Freeman came up, first at bat, second inning, launched a 3-run blast to guess where? Center. Oh, this one went to center field. It didn't go to right field, believe it or not. Very rare you actually hit a home run to center. Most of them go to right field. And then top of the 4th, the Indians added a nice little another insurance run with a Francisco Lindor home run to right center, of course, 5-0. And then Mercado actually showed up. He singled in a run. And then DJ LeMahieu homered, and then Mercado again, top 8, homered. Yeah, he actually homered, a 2-run jack, 8-2. And then, of course, I tweeted about this. I'm pretty sure I saw a tweet, someone talking about this. Of course, if you remember a while back, I tweeted about us having Brad Hand out there and how he kind of makes me nervous and how he's been kind of low-key trash for a while. Yeah, they pitched him. Bottom of the 9th in a 6-1 game. And I really thought this dude was going to blow the lead. I really thought he was going to choke away a 6-1 lead. I don't know what's up with this dude. He is shook beyond belief. He's ruined. I think the freaking Royals, I think it was Dozier or Merrifield who hit a blast against him. Whoever hit it on him, he's ruined. He's ruined. He's ruined. Ever since that game against Kansas City, when he gave up the grand slam, he's been trash. Even in the freaking All-Star game. He's trash in the All-Star game. Wow. I don't even think we would have gotten anything good for him if we tried to trade him. But, maybe he'll pick it up. Maybe he's just slacking off in the regular season to give opponents a false sense of security. And then come playoff time, he's going to turn up and turn into freaking, I don't know, my Andrew Miller mixed with a little bit of Mariano Rivera. I would love to see him just go out there and be shut down in the playoffs. That'd be lit. Of course, knowing Tito, he'd have him go out there in the freaking 7th inning. I mean, he really he overused Andrew Miller in the playoffs. But I mean, it's like if we would have hit a lead in the 5th inning in the playoffs in 2016, This dude sends out Andrew Miller. The first lead we get, there goes Andrew Miller. It's like, oh, wow, okay. This dude must really want to win them games. But Andrew Miller was well built for that. He was our super weapon, as I called him, for that playoff run in 2016. And then, World Series comes around and he just lost his magic. But game 4 was great from the Indians. Clevenger got the win. We survived 8-4. Clevenger 8-2 got the win. Sabathia falls to 5-7. Loved what I saw from the bullpen. They weren't trash except for Hand. Oh, God. Hopefully Hand gets it together. We need him to. I mean, literally, Perez and Whitgren were rock solid. And then here comes Brad Hand, who had given up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. This dude, Brad Hand, had barely like a 1 ERA for most of the year. He has a 3.04 ERA now. It's going up, 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 all the way up. His ERA is going all the way up. Like I said, hopefully he'll get it together. Sabathia only went 3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, and 1 homer. He has a 5.01 ERA. Definitely not the same guy, but look at his age. Look at him, bro. He's freaking ancient. God. Low-key, I wish he would have stayed here. It would have been very hard to keep him for his entire career. But I think it would have been awesome if he would have came back for one more go-round with the Indians in his final year. That would have been awesome. I could just imagine the send-off he would have gotten, with Tito and that. Oh, that would have been awesome. But he wanted to stay in New York, and I respect that, He's probably one of the only Yankees who I actually don't hate because, he started here. We still love him over here. We just hate his team. That's it, yeah. I don't hate him. I hate his team. And remember Cortez Jr.? Well, yeah, we got revenge on him. We're like, we remember you, Cortez. Yeah, we beat him up. 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks, and a ding-dong. Giving up. Literally the 3 pitchers that they used had a 5.01, a 4.56, and a 4.36 ERA. Now, that's another thing. About the Yankee fans. They have excuses for this. Oh, yeah, congratulations, Indians fans. You beat our worst pitchers. Well, then I hit you with congratulations, Yankees fans. You beat a couple of rookies, and it took a couple errors for you to score. You had a chance to score on Puig twice. Literally, like 2 straight fly balls to Puig with bases loaded. No one moved. They were not running on Puig again. That's why you don't run on Puig. You don't do it. You do not do it. You're only going to get embarrassed. Straight up. I mean, that dude's got a howitzer. It's a laser-guided howitzer on his arm. I love it. Or on his shoulder. Freaking love that guy. I hope we keep him forever. For real. I hope he stays here for the rest of his career. But anyways, with that end of that series, of course, we take the season series 4-3. And with that, I say, get the heck out of here, Yankees. And we might even see you in the playoffs. Low-key, I'm kind of hoping we do. So we can eliminate them. And then laugh as they sulk back into their holes, waiting for next year, with their 27 rings. Even though, like I said, the majority of them can only cling to, really flex 5. Oh, but it's still more than the Indians. Yeah. But it's just so funny. Like, they be like, oh, yeah, at least I got my 27 rings. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, nice. Even though you weren't around to see, 22 of them. Awesome. And it's been a decade since you won a ring. If you don't win a ring this year, this will be the first decade you did not win a ring. The 2010s. These guys literally won a ring like every single freaking decade. Man, the moment that 27th out is recorded in whatever game, like 3, 4, or if it's in the DS game 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, man, and they lose. I can already tell you all the trolls and all the haters and the rival fan bases, they're going to come out and start laughing at them if they lose, man. Oh, it's going to be crazy. And I can already see it now. MLB on Fox and, MLB, the other MLB Twitter pages, like, actually, probably MLB page itself are all going to come out and they're going to say, this is the first time since like the early 1900s that the Yankees did not win a World Series in a decade. Wow, that's crazy when you think about it. They had 9 years to win a ring. They had chances, very good chances. They were close a couple times, and they couldn't do it. This is their 1 year they could really do it. I honestly wouldn't be shocked to see them win it. Of course, I would just have to hunker down in my bunker and listen to all the Yankees fans gloat about 28. We got 28. Yeah. I hate Bostonian fans. I hate Boston fans, but the Red Sox had to go through that whole curse thing, kind of like us. I actually felt happy for them when they won in 04. And I really thought we could have beaten them in 07. We should have beaten them in 07. Because I think if we take them down in 07, we'd probably beat the Rockies. And of course that was with Tito. And believe it or not, Alex Cora was on that team. Yeah, Tito and Alex Cora. Nice little connection there. Maybe that's also why I don't really hate the Red Sox that much, because, their manager played for my manager. That's honestly just kind of cool. But anyways, let's get on talking about this upcoming series against our old friend Mickey Callaway. How long have I been going? Almost an hour? Damn. Let's talk about Mickey Callaway. Of course, for those who don't know, he's our old pitching coach. Yeah. He left a couple years ago to go coach the Mets. I was sad when I heard he was leaving. I didn't want him to leave. I think he fit in really well over here. We loved him. And look at what he made our pitchers out to be. Kluber was an ace. I think he won his Cy Youngs with Callaway. Clevenger, he really made Clevenger to be amazing. Carrasco was just turning the corner, and Bauer was amazing as well. And now we got Carl Willis. I'm not hating on Carl Willis. He's just nowhere near as good as Callaway when it comes to being a pitching coach. And I always tell myself, if the Mets fire Mickey Callaway, which honestly it seems possible, but I don't think it's going to happen with how good they're playing now. But if they were to fire him, I would love to have Callaway back. We brought Willis back. Why not bring Callaway, huh? That'd be great. I would love it. I would love it. But so let's talk about these 3 games at Citi FIeld in Queens. The one bummer about this series is it's not a weekend series, because if it was, I would actually talk to Entertainer about possibly collabing for one of the games, but it's on a weekend and he works nights and all the games are at night. Well, I'll be streaming regardless. But oh well, there'll be other times. Maybe, me and maybe a Bad Dog or Entertainer could do something for the Giants next year when we play them. That'd be cool. But anyways, game 1 of the series tomorrow will be Shane Bieber, who's 12-5, 3.27 ERA, and 200 strikeouts, going up against Steven Matz. That's kind of funny. Matz on the Mets. 7-7, 4.33 ERA, and 109 strikeouts. And checking out the preview, and let's see if anyone has had success against Mets in their career. I think there's maybe like a couple people that would have, who I think would have success against him, considering we haven't faced him often. As you can expect, there's only 5 guys that have played against him. And really, only 2 guys have done anything against him. Of course, Carlos Santana, batting 167, 12 at-bats, 1 ding-dong, and 2 RBIs. Jose Ramirez only has 1 at-bat. Puig 10. Never got a hit off him, which is crazy to think about. Lindor, 3 at-bats. Kipnis, 3 at-bats. Of course, if you're wondering, how did Santana get all those at-bats if he's been on the Indians? Obviously, you've been living under a rock because he went to the Phillies last year, and he low-key was trash. I think it was because he missed us. Because, of course, he comes here, and he's great. He was good here. He goes to Philly. He sucks. He comes back, and he's hitting ding-dongs left and right. I think it also might have been the fact that the Phillies hitting coach was trash because they got rid of him, and they bring in Charlie Manuel, and now they're hitting the ball like crazy now. So I think it was their hitting coach, who's absolute garbage. I'm sure Phillies fans would have agreed. But, yeah, this should be a fantastic pitching matchup. Of course, it's in Queens, so that means Reyes will probably not play much, if at all. I'm sure he'll be utilized as a pinch hitter. But, oh, yeah, Shane Bieber got a hit. Literally, he has a hit. Like, he's hit the ball before in a National League Park. This will only be, his 3rd appearance actually hitting. I believe he had at-bats against the Reds earlier in the year before the All-Star break. I think he actually got a hit, too. I know Bauer did because he went to – that was like the last time we actually saw him in Indians uniform. That was crazy. But, yeah, Game 1, Bieber and Matz. Should be a great one. Game 2, we'll see a familiar face as it will be Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Mets. 7-11, 3.21 ERA, 116 Ks, going up against Adam Plutko, who is 5-3, 4.67 ERA, and 42 strikeouts. Of course, we know some of our guys have success against Stroman, considering we literally just faced him a month ago, right before the deadline when we were in Toronto. But in terms of success, no one has hit home runs against him. Not surprising. And only one guy has actually faced Plutko, and that was Todd Frazier. And he's 1 for 1. Yeah, that's great. And then finally, Game 3 of this series, as I am around 1 hour. This is definitely going to be my longest preview, just because I got so triggered by the Yankees. For real. But it'll be Aaron Savali, who's 1-2, 150 ERA, and 22 Ks, going up against Noah Syndergaard, who's 8-6, 386 ERA, and 151 Ks. I think it would have been absolutely hilarious if it was Mike Clevinger against Noah Syndergaard, because I actually call Mike Clevinger a poor man's Noah Syndergaard. It would have been cool. You had to battle the flows. You'd have the flow war. And only 3 guys have faced Syndergaard. Nobody has ever faced Savali, of course, because he's a rookie. And wouldn't you believe it, Franmil freaking Reyes. Every time I look at this preview, he always has like 4 dash marks, which means he's never seen him. He actually has had success against Noah Syndergaard, batting .600, 5 at-bats, 1 ding-dong, 2 RBIs. Lovely. Yasiel Puig's batting 100 with 10 at-bats. And then Santana's batting .444 with 9 at-bats. So, yeah, should be a very interesting series against the Mets. Forward to streaming these games starting tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys tune in. Let's freaking get it. Yeah, this baby's going over an hour because I just got so mad at the freaking Yankees. You know, the Yankees fans making excuses. You know, the freaking players and the coaches crying because of an ump screwing them over. You know, I mean, they do that to everybody. You're not special because you're getting screwed over by the umps. Everyone's getting screwed over by these umps. Even we do. But you notice one thing, though? I never talk about this, but you notice how Puig has kind of mellowed out a little bit. He's not as wily as he was with the Dodgers and the Reds. You know, if an ump makes a bad call against him, he more or less just kind of like gives the ump like a what? Okay, whatever. Maybe he realizes that he's in a pennant race now, and I mean he was with the Dodgers, but he was literally a wild horse with the Dodgers. But he's kind of mellowed out. I think the locker room culture is kind of rubbing off on him, and he's turning into a beast. I mean, he's been fantastic with us. You know, I just really want to see someone really try to fight us. You know, someone get all mad at him. I remember there was one time though. I think it was when he first came up. Was it Houston? Yeah, they threw at him. Like they threw really close to him. That was probably the closest we've gotten to seeing raging Puig. Because he literally gave him like a stare like, bro, you did not just throw at me. You really trying to hit me? Of course, you know, what was it, last night or during the Yankees series, he actually mimicked a kid from the Little League World Series. He literally crouched all the way down like that kid from the Little League World Series. That was hilarious. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. I went way longer than I wanted to. But hey, it's what happens when I talk about the Yankees. You know, they trigger me. I don't know why. My hatred for them is just evident. You know, the fans are low-key douchebags. Now there is like 1, 2, maybe 3 good Yankee fans I know on here, like on YouTube. Bad Dog, he's cool. John Boy, he's really cool. I don't talk to him like personally. I just watch his videos. He's a cool video dude, content creator. And of course, Joe's McFly. You know, he's made some legendary stuff. Probably the most legendary video from Joe's McFly is his reaction to Chapman giving up a dinger to Rafael Devers. Just watching his face as Devers blasts one over the wall and just seeing the look of just utter disgust and embarrassment, like, huh? That really just happened? Because before that pitch, he was like, come on, Chapman. Come on, Chapman. Come on, Chapman. And then you just see his face. Like, and he looks over. And then the ball goes over the fence. And he's like, just the look. It's like, bro, that, like, his soul just left his body. I have had that feeling before. Not fun. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for, first, my Browns-Buccaneers preseason week 3 preview. And then my Mets Browns. There was actually a baseball team named the Browns way long time ago. I think it was like St. Louis or something. I don't know. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Bucks-Browns preseason week 3 preview. By the way, I will be live streaming that game this week. It'll be fun. And then I'll be streaming Indians and Mets. That'll be fun too. Can't wait. So that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go, Tribe. And I'm out. By the way, actually, let's look at the comments. Oh, yeah, nothing. Okay. Yeah, there's no comments. Whatever. I'm out.